His Excellency Shri Iqbal Singh, the Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, Honorable Shri Vaidilingam, the Chief Minister of Pondicherry, Honorable Shri Shahjahan, the Minister for Higher Education, Pondicherry, Professor Nanam, the former Vice Chancellor, Director Professor Balasubramaniam, Professor Ramdas, Registrar, my distinguished colleagues, deans, professors, faculty members, teaching and non-teaching staff, the Group D staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, and of course the media persons who have come in a very large number to cover this event. As Mr. Loganathan put it, it's one of the momentous days in the history of this university, because today we are launching 27 programs. 21 of them are the postgraduate diploma programs, and 5 of them, 26 actually, 21 of them are the diploma programs, and 5 of them are the foreign language programs, which include French, Korean, German, Russian, Chinese, Japanese. Friends, 2 years ago, 16th of April, when I joined this university, it was in the same month the 11th plan was initiated. The plan was discussed in the University Grants Commission, and a challenge was thrown to the entire nation by the Planning Commission that the youth of this country require much more than what we have been giving. That included a high quality education, higher standards of learning, value addition and empowerment to the youth, and increase access with equity. These are the challenges which are posed to the entire nation. I considered myself very fortunate that I could join this great university at a time when the plans were to be made. And all my faculty and all the staff members here helped me to frame such a program that we will meet this challenge. The set goal by the University Grants Commission was that the gross enrollment ratio of the country should increase from 9 to 10% to 15%. I told in my own in my heart, they are talking of 15%. I think we shall go for about 25%, at least in our university. The target was set. The entire army of the Pondicherry University, which included the faculty members and the non-teaching staff, were geared up. In a matter of 3 months, we launched 10 new postgraduate programs, 3 schools, 2 centers were launched. One, of course, at Karaikal. It was at the request of the government. One at Andaman Islands. We set some goals for ourselves. I will not take much time, but I will just briefly say how I can say that we have gone far ahead of the expectations of the government. We had 1,400 students there in 2007. Today we have 3,200 students, including scholars. And by the end of 2012, 12, the end of the plan, we are going to reach minimum of 5,000. That is the minimum. My estimate is it may exceed. It may reach 6,000. Then the faculty here were 183. Today they are 252. By next February, they are going to be 460. The number of programs which are proposed to be launched next year, which includes nanosciences and some more we are discussing, is going to be 50 postgraduate programs, and now we have 26 diploma and certificate programs. We have simultaneously increased the infrastructure. The hostels today are 14 hostels with 95% power backup to the entire campus, with 2,800 kilowatt of power we can generate in the event of failures. 5 more hostels are under construction. The university had a built area of about 74,000 square meters, which is today in 2 years 130,000 square meters, and by June next year it is going to be 230,000 square meters. We were receiving about 8,000 applications in 2007. This year we have received 28,000 applications, and this is going to reach about 40,000 in next coming 1 or 2 years. So sir, I am only trying to say that the people of Pondicherry, the faculty and the staff of this university are capable of accepting any challenge and to meet the challenges the nation poses to us. Not only that, the student population, the women amongst them, from 19% have now reached 40%. I would be happy only on the day when they cross 50%. They should come more than boys. I was just talking to the Honorable Chief Minister and His Excellency that the government of Pondicherry should think of establishing a women's university. If women don't grow, the society doesn't grow. It is the women who really make the society not only colorful, at the same time meaningful. Another good news is, sir, today out of my faculty, 25% of them are women. Your target to the government of India is 30%, sir. We are only 5% behind. I'm sure we will reach that. The route to Delhi is via Hyderabad. The route to Delhi is via Hyderabad. Even if you fly, they say Hyderabad, you can see. I am taking the same route. We have already touched the standards of Hyderabad University. In some of the factors you have excelled. Hyderabad doesn't have so many diploma programs. Hyderabad does not have so many programs which you have today. Hyderabad doesn't have the innovations which you have today. By the end of this year, we will be crossing Hyderabad. By the end of the plan period, we will be reaching JNU. In Hindi they say, Delhi dur nahi. Delhi is not far off. If you and we all put together our efforts, the potential energies you have, you can reach Delhi, you can say, you can excel JNU. It's not very far. Now, this is the challenge before us. My appeal to the students is that the best of the facilities we are offering, excellent library, excellent laboratory facility free of cost, transport free of cost, subsidized hostel, 24-hour power backup, 15,000 journals online. Nobody will provide. So friends, make the best use of it. This is the taxpayers' money. This is the nation's wealth. We are spending this money, the government is spending this money because government feels that you are the wealth of the country and you have to be the pillars of tomorrow's India. That is why we are doing it. Sir, I am highly grateful to you. You have bestowed a great honor on Pondicherry University to be present here. I hope you will also help us to build a similar, if not such a big campus, a small beautiful campus at Karaikal. It was your initiative. You were kind enough and you said that we should start a center at Karaikal. Professor Ramdas was also at that time the MP, and all of you came to Karaikal. We went there, we have started, we have brought money from the UGC, we have sanctioned positions. The teachers, some of the teachers must be sitting here who are appointed, but for the want of issue of an order for 7 acres of land, we are stuck. I hope you will kindly announce today that you will be issuing the order tomorrow because you have cleared it. The simple reason is, sir, neither me nor my university believes in day after tomorrow. We don't even believe in tomorrow. Today is mine, tomorrow is not mine, sir. So please, I humbly submit to you, kindly issue the order allocating that 7 acres of land so that within 1 month we will construct a 6th-floor building for you in Karaikal, a very beautiful center we will give you. Before I go from this place, I want to give you a center and go. I just want your support for this. Thank you very much.